Hello students, welcome to the maths class. In this video, you are going to study exercise 8th F of differentiation. In this exercise, I will explain derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So what are the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions? You see here. This one table is given. You have to learn y equals sine inverse x dy upon dx equals 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, means d upon dx of sine inverse x equals 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. You have to remember this. D upon dx of sine inverse x equals 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. If you want to find the derivative of cos inverse x, so here you can see second one b formula. So minus, here minus will come in place of sine inverse, cos inverse will come, cos inverse x, and here minus will come, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. In the same way, d upon dx of tan inverse x, so it will be 1 upon 1 plus x square, 1 upon 1 plus x square. Under root sign is not there here, you can see. And if you want to find cot inverse x derivative, so you can see here minus will come only in numerator, minus. For tan inverse 1 upon 1 plus x square, for cot inverse minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. In the same way, third, sec inverse x, its derivative d upon dx of sec inverse x equals 1 upon mod x under root x square minus 1. And if it is cosec inverse x, then in numerator minus will come, minus 1 upon mod x under root x square minus 1. Here you can see, as note is given, as an aid to memory, it should be noted that derivatives of all co-functions have a negative sign. So for cos inverse x, minus is there, for cot inverse x minus is there, for cosec inverse x minus is there. So all trigonometric, all inverse trigonometric function starting with co, they are having negative sign in their derivatives. So you have to keep in the mind, one more time I am telling to you, for sine inverse x, derivative is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. For cos inverse x, only minus will come, minus 1 upon under root 1 plus 1 minus x square. So in the same way, for tan inverse x, derivative 1 upon 1 plus x square. For cot inverse x, derivative minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. For sec inverse x, derivative 1 upon mod x into under root x square minus 1. And for cosec inverse x, derivative minus 1 upon mod x under root x square minus 1. Now some examples I am taking. Before the examples, you remember these formulae. These formulae, to simplify the questions, you need sine inverse sine theta theta, cos inverse cos theta theta, tan inverse tan theta theta, cot inverse cot theta by 2 theta by 2, like this. And these are conversion formulae: sine inverse x cos inverse under root 1 minus x square, tan inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square, cot inverse under root 1 minus x square upon x, sec inverse 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, cosec inverse 1 upon x. So like this conversion formulas are given, and these other formula also: sine inverse x plus cos inverse x equals pi, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals pi by 2. Sorry, here also pi by 2. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x equals pi by 2. By mistake I told pi. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x equals pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals pi by 2. Sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equals pi by 2. Here also tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Xy is less than 1. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy. Xy is greater than minus 1. 2 tan inverse x equals tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. Cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. These are the formulae which you have studied in chapter number 4. I told you these formulae. So in in this chapter, you have to keep this formula in mind. These formula may be applied in some questions, so they will be helpful to you if you are keeping these formula in mind. Now examples are coming. You can see examples. Example 16, there are 12 parts in this example. You can see I will take 6 parts. First 6 parts I am taking, then remaining 6 parts you can see in the book, and after that exercise 8F will come. So after getting these examples you will be able to solve all the questions of exercise 8F. So first you see these examples. First example, you have to find derivative of sine inverse x upon a. In place of x, x upon a is given. No matter, you can deal it chain formula. Chain rule you have to keep, always you have to keep in the mind. Sine inverse x upon a, you deal it as x, sine inverse x. So derivative of sine inverse x, 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. In place of x square, what is written? X square upon a square, because here x is x upon a. Here x is x upon a. So that's why they are taking 1 upon under root 1 minus x square upon a square. But it is not x, so its differentiation will come in multiplication. X upon a differentiation will be 1 upon a. So you can see, by simplifying, when you take LCM here in the denominator, so a square minus x square upon a square, and under root a square is a, so it will come like this: under root a square minus x square upon a square. It can be written as under root a square minus x square upon a, and this a will go in numerator. It is written 1 upon, so it will go in numerator here. So it will be a upon under root a square minus x square. You can see they are giving same, a upon under root a square minus x square. 1 upon a cancelled, so 1 upon under root a square minus x square. This is the derivative of the given inverse trigonometric function. Second part, cos inverse under root cos x. So in place of x, under root cos x is given. No matter, you will differentiate as I told you by chain rule. Differentiation of cos inverse x, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. X is here under root cos x, so under root cos x whole square, and d upon dx of under root cos x. Reason I told you already, I told you many times, I told you, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus cos x, because square of under root cos x is cos x. Now differentiation of under root cos x, 1 upon 2 under root x, you will deal it as x under root x. So 1 upon 2 under root cos x. Now cos x differentiation is sin x. So sin x upon 2 under root cos x into under root 1 minus cos x. So this is the final answer. Next, third part, cos inverse tan x square. Now in it is same, second and third is same, but in second part, in place of x, under root cos x was given. Here in place of x, tan x square is given. So like this, as second part you will do, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus tan x square whole square, because x is tan square, tan x square. Now d upon dx into d upon dx of tan x square, differentiation will come in multiplication. Now here you can see minus 1 upon under root 1 minus tan square x square by simplifying, and here differentiation of tan x square sec square x square. Now differentiation of x square will come in multiplication, so 2x, its differentiation 2x. So minus is already going on, minus 2x sec square x square upon under root 1 minus tan square x square. So this is the final answer. Next, fourth part, tan inverse sine under root x. So differentiation of tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square, I told you. So 1 upon 1 plus x square, in place of x, sine under root x whole square, and d upon dx of sine under root x. Now its simplification will come 1 upon 1 plus sine square root x, and differentiation of sine root x cos root x. Now differentiation of root x will come, so 1 upon 2 root x, you can see. So final answer is 1 upon 2 root x. In numerator cos inverse x, you can see. In denominator 1 plus sine square. In bracket you write this 1 plus sine square root x. Without bracket don't write, otherwise it will be wrong. Next example, fifth, sec inverse tan 2x. Differentiation of sec inverse x, just before I told you 1 upon mod x under root x square minus 1. So 1 upon mod x. Mod x means directly x, you can take x is tan 2x. Under root x square, tan square 2x minus 1. Now differentiation of tan 2x, because x is here, tan 2x. So 1 upon tan 2x under root tan square 2x minus 1. And sec tan 2x differentiation, sec square 2x. Now 2x differentiation 2. So it will come finally. And here sec square x, you are writing 1 upon cos square 2x. And tan 2x, you are writing sin 2x upon cos 2x will come in numerator. 1 cos will cancel. And by 2 you can multiply or divide in numerator and denominator. So this 2 will become 4. What is the benefit? In the denominator it will come 2 sin 2x cos 2x. It will come sin 2 sin 2x cos 2x. It will come sin 4x. This formula sin 2a 2 sin a cos a, you remember, you know very well. Sin 2a equals 2 sin a cos a. In the same way 2 sin 2x cos 2x sin 4x. So 4 upon sin 4x under root tan square 2x minus 1. Sixth part, you can see y equals cos inverse a plus b cos x upon b plus a cos x. Now cos inverse x formula you will apply, minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x is this one, a plus b cos x upon b plus a cos x whole square. Now d upon dx of this x differentiation, x means a plus b cos x upon b plus a cos x. So now you can see here this simplification. When you simplify, you take LCM here. You can see I am marking here. So in denominator it will come b plus a cos x whole square minus a plus b cos x whole square. And this will go. This will come outside the square root with 1 power and it will go in the numerator. So it is coming in the numerator. This denominator you can see b plus a cos x. I am talking about b plus a cos x. It will come after taking LCM. It will come outside the square root with 1 power and it will go in numerator. Minus b plus a cos x, it is written. Now here u upon v formula you can apply, v square, v same, differentiation of u square. Differentiation of a is 0 and differentiation of cos minus sin x. So minus b sin x, minus comes in between. Now u same, differentiation of v square. So v square minus a sin x. Now when you simplify, you can see when you simplify, this 1 power will cancel here. So it will remain 1 power. It is given, you can see. And when you simplify this numerator, it will give a square minus b square into sin x. When you simplify this by opening the whole square, a plus b whole square, both the brackets when you open, so you'll get under root b square minus a square into sin square x. Now you can see this minus and this a square minus b square. So it will make b square minus a square. Minus a square minus b square equals b square minus a square. And 1 b square minus a square is written denominator. So in numerator 1 power, half power will cancel, because in numerator 1 power is written, in denominator half power is written. Square root means half power. So half power will cancel, half power will remain in numerator. And this sin square x, outside the square root it will be sin x. So this will cancel with this sin x. So that's why they are giving in the denominator only b plus a cos x. So final answer is under root b square minus a square upon b plus a cos x. When you see, you can do remaining parts of this example from the book, and after that you can start exercise 8F. I hope you have understood all the things which I have explained here. After this video, after getting this video, try to understand each and every point, and when you get this video, you start exercise 8F. you will be able to solve all the questions of exercise 8F. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. I will clear your doubts. So thank you and have a nice day.